What is up, Super Fam? I am Sensei Finito, and this is Battery CEO. Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture.
Oh, yes. And on today's pop culture news update, we're going to be discussing official casting for the Grand Inquisitor for the upcoming Kenobi series. We'll also have our first look at Amazon's Rings of Power series and our first look at Black Adam, as well as new casting info for the MCU's next Disney Plus show, Ironheart. Yo, going to be such a great night. Before we get into that, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvels23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel, where we post all of our content and much more.
That is right. And you can also check us out on our website at www.marvelbros.com, where we should be live right now with this pop culture news update. And you can also stay up to date with all of our content that we post. And if you want to, you can, purchase some merchandise and help out everything that we do here at Marvel Bros, bettering it for all of you guys. And you can also join our Discord on our website to keep up to date with all of our content and all of the discussions that we have, because we talk about a lot of things. Today in the Discord, I dropped a little picture of some concept art from Doctor Strange Multiverse of
Ooh.
Madness with Professor X, and that was pretty saucy. So if you're in the Discord, make sure you check that out.
Alrighty, man. Well, what are we starting off today with, man?
But yeah, to start it off and at the tip of the top, man, Rupert Friend, I believe, has been cast as the Grand Inquisitor for the upcoming Disney Plus show Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Dude,
or just, I don't think it's called Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's just the Kenobi series.
I love the Grand Inquisitor and like the Jedi Guards roles that we kind of see in the Clone Wars. Like that whole setup that they did, or was it Rebel? It was Rebels, I think, right? Rebels or Clone Wars? I don't remember.
Both. I mean, the Inquisitors were in both. So,
and well, no, the Grand Inquisitor was in one of them though.
Oh, the Grand Inquisitor was in Rebels.
Rebels, that's right.
Mistaken.
Yeah, like
because I think the Inquisitors are something that doesn't happen until like after.
Yeah, it's after, and so
yeah,
man, that whole story arc was awesome. I'm sad to see what happened to him in the show, but because he was such a cool character and like what he represented. But I'm curious to see how they're gonna utilize his character in this show, man. How do you feel about this?
I mean, the Inquisitors, if I'm not mistaken, we literally were just talking about how much we wanted to see the Inquisitors live action because of how amazing that they are. And the fact that we'll be able to see them now live action, well, at least the Grand Inquisitor live action. I don't doubt that we might see some other ones as well, but I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a really refreshing thing to see, I guess you could say. With what we've seen these Disney Plus shows be able to do with the Star Wars content has been incredible, to say the very least. And yeah, man, I don't even know what we could see, man. I can't wait for all of the crossover stuff to start happening in terms of animated characters and animated lore versus the live action lore and live action characters, which is something that the Disney Plus shows have been doing a really good job at. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I'll say about it. How are you feeling about the whole Grand Inquisitor thing? I know it's kind of confusing though with
if you don't watch like we just talked about, like if you guys haven't watched Rebels, you're missing out. Because that Rebels really introduced who he was, why he was the way he was, and was really one of the last relics next to Vader that was around during episodes 1, 2, and 3. We just didn't know, And if you watch Rebels, you guys can learn about that, and it's such a cool story arc that I'm very sad we couldn't see more of. Following the events of Rebels. Maybe we will down the line. I don't know. The way he kind of, whatever happened to him. I'm not going to say it. But I don't want to spoil that part. But his story was amazing. And I know we're getting several other Inquisitors supposedly going to show up in the show as well. So it'll be cool to see them, man. And I agree. I think it's going to be a good time. I think what we're all waiting for right now, though, is the first trailer for the Kenobi series, and I think that first
I
trailer
agree.
is going to kind of give us a good view as to what we could expect. Hopefully, it gives us what we loved about the Mandalorian and all the good things that we saw in the Book of Boba Fett, and put them together.
Yeah, that's true.
And if they can do that, and give us what we kind of were hoping for before we saw Book of Boba Fett, we're like, oh yeah, we need something that's a little more gritty. We thought it was going to be a lot darker, more criminal underworld esque compared to the Mandalorian, and it wasn't that. What we got was cool, but it just wasn't what we expected.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely wasn't.
And we felt that when we first got the Mandalorian episode in episode 5.
5, I think.
I think it was episode 5 when that happened.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens, man. But I can't wait. I think it's gonna be great. And I believe this show comes out May 27th, if I'm not mistaken. So be excited for that, guys. It's gonna be a good time, and I can't wait.
For sure. Bedrock in the chat says hello. What's up, Bedrock?
How's it going?
Haven't seen you in a little while, my man. How you been?
Yeah,
How you
been? A minute, man.
Team Samurai was in the pregame chat. My man said, "What up, Marvel Bros?" I can't show that one because he was here before we even went live, so I can't even show that one. But he does have a question. He says, "Question: In the new Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness poster, you can see Chthon, the Elder God, and to my knowledge, he is the one who wrote the Darkhold." And in the comics, I'm not gonna lie, I did not see Chthon. I did see like Captain Britain.
There was a lot. I actually forgot.
Shield. Like I saw a lot of stuff on that poster.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that poster because I was gonna post it and I totally forgot about it. Now that you bring it up,
yeah, that's not even on the docket. Yeah,
but that poster in itself might just get a whole video dedicated to it because there's a lot.
Not even a mic. It will for sure.
That's the only way we're going to be able to comfortably talk about it because
we see so much stuff. Like
there's a lot in it.
There's like so many. Like some people were saying that they saw Deadpool. Maybe like I saw someone say something about the Watcher. This is my first time though, Samurai, hearing anything about Chthon being in there. But Chthon is a very big part of everything that we're going towards, especially if they're doing this House of M thing with Scarlet Witch, like I think they're doing. It seems like Scarlet Witch is going to be going crazy, and I have a lot of rumors when it comes to Doctor Strange, so I don't even know, man. We might have to talk about that a little bit later in the show as well. But Chthon is the one that wrote the Darkhold, and he is also the source of where Wanda gets a lot of her powers, if I'm not mistaken. And he is the one that also had something to do with her kids in the comics. I don't think it was straight up Mephisto. It was like Chthon and Mephisto or something. I can't remember exactly how it goes. We've talked about it so many times though. But yeah. So yeah, man, I am super juiced for the Kenobi show. We love Star Wars, and I feel like the Kenobi show is going to be one of the first time. I really hope it's not like Boba Fett, to be honest. But
I think it'll be different. I think it'll be different.
I think it's going to be the first time we get some Jedi-ness real. I don't know. I don't know if it's just going to be following Kenobi and everything that he was doing, or what the show is like about. Do we know anything about this show?
We don't really know anything about, but like thinking about it, let me tell you what I don't want. Okay.
Yeah. After you tell me what you don't want, I'll tell you what I don't want.
I feel like Luke didn't really take from the experiences of the Jedi and like what led them to the events of what happened in episodes 1, 2, and 3. I feel like the way he handled it with Grogu and like, oh, you can't have possessions and stuff. You would think like he would have learned about, maybe it's okay to have possessions. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's okay to have these things that, I don't know. I just feel like hopefully Kenobi isn't more of that and more of like a version of Kenobi that's kind of learned as to why they maybe took the L the way they did almost the entire time in all of Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's like kind of come to the sense, okay, maybe this is part of the Jedi's fault for this happening. And maybe this is how I should really kind of look at it now moving forward rather than just the old ways of the Jedi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to kind of go with that, because that was kind of annoying for me in the book of Boba Fett. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I felt a little. I felt it irritated me a little bit. I've never felt that way in all of Star Wars, and it happened to me
So wait,
when that
what
happened.
irritated you exactly though? What do you mean?
Like the hardcore Jedi, like
Vibe that Luke was having about
yes,
everything?
when that's kind of like drove him into the ground in the first place. Well, yes and no. I guess I don't know. I'm a little. I don't know. I just
I
made me
feel
feel a
you,
little
but
weird.
but one thing that we even talked about this a little bit when we saw when we were watching the show is we know for sure that from when not yesterday, my bad, from when the last time we saw Luke to this time when we see Luke, in that in that in between, all he's
Mhm,
been doing is going and finding and researching all Jedi history and Jedi texts. In a
mhm,
lot of the canon comics that have been coming out recently, he even talked to he even talked to a Jedi from the High Republic era and was like getting a whole bunch of knowledge. So I feel like it does make sense that he would
mhm,
be trying to go so hard for the Jedi way because of everything that happened before. Like
mhm,
he knew nothing about the Jedi. He wasn't like he was even older than his dad. You know what I mean? Like they were talking so much about how about how Anakin was too old to become a Jedi and join and all that because he wasn't a Padawan and all that stuff. But Luke, literally, as an adult, got to absorb and go through, I guess, a watered down version of the Jedi training. And then after he went through that training, after all the stuff with his dad and Palpatine, he just researched the Jedi
mhm.
way. So I feel like it's in his character of the moment where he is right now to
Yeah.
be trying, because he's in the process of also rebuilding the Jedi Temple. So he's really trying to become that Jedi that Yoda was kind of talking about, and everyone, like all of the stuff that he knows, and try to and it's all on him as well. Like we see that he has Ahsoka there with him as well, but it just
Mhm.
seems like she's not giving him too
Yeah,
much
she for
of
sure is
anything.
not.
Like,
She's not
yeah.
okay with how the Jedi kind of run things, and that was pretty
Yeah.
apparent with how what
But
happened
like
in
she
Clone
said,
Wars and Rebels.
you just gotta let him do it's his way. So I just want to let him do his own way. And
Hmm.
that's kind of what I feel he's doing. He's trying to figure out if that's the right thing to do.
Hmm. Yeah,
But I feel
but
what you're saying though,
what
100%.
what don't you want from the
From
show?
Okay, what I don't want from this is to just be freaking Obi-Wan being like
Roam in the
Boba,
desert,
just roaming the desert, bro.
talking
Like
to people.
that is, I don't know what I expect, but if that's what this is, I'm gonna be 100% furious because like Boba Fett, I really liked Boba Fett, but at the
Hmm.
same time, it's nothing like what we wanted. I
Yeah.
had to like literally rewire my brain for the series in order to not be completely disappointed with it. And
Hmm.
that's one of the reasons why I did appreciate it so much, is because I was able to accept it as is and kind of take the MJ method
Yeah.
from Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Have low expectations so you don't get disappointed type of vibe. Uh, and then that's why when all this stuff started happening with the Mandalorian, it was amazing. But if that Mandalorian stuff wasn't there, like we wouldn't have, I don't even know what would have been in those 2 episodes. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I just don't want it to feel like it's just him in the desert roaming, like
Yeah.
talking to like maybe like him having a whole experience like Boba did, like with Tusken Raiders or something. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want that. And he's just on Tatooine, like just roaming Tatooine, just vibing out. Like I don't want that at all. I don't want that at all.
Well,
I don't know what
I
it could
want.
be.
Yeah, hopefully it's like like he's being hunted, chased, like they're
Yes,
really close to
like
finding
they
Luke and
know he's the
Leia,
last Jedi.
and like it's his duty, like it's going to be him, like steering away the Inquisitors and like Vader from even like finding them, and I
Yeah,
feel like that's what we're going
that's
to kind
kind
of
of
hear
what I
out, or
want
I
as
hope
well.
that's kind of what's happening. But if that's
Mhm.
not what's going to happen, I don't know what's going to happen. Like
I
that's
kind
the
of
only
want it
thing I
to
can
be
think of.
that either that or like all of the Inquisitors are coming after him because they know that it's like, bruh, we have to kill Obi-Wan. He's the only Jedi that we know that's left, and we just have to
Yeah,
kill him.
who's
And
actually
he's just
defeated Anakin
slaughtering
Skywalker?
everybody that's coming towards him. Like that would
Yeah,
be peak amazingness of what I would want.
yeah.
Um, but I mean, with having the Grand Inquisitor in this and all this other, like, there's no doubt going to be more news coming out in these next couple of weeks. I feel like we'll be able to make a better judgment and assumption on this show within like at least a month's time. Like once we get more into March, I think we're gonna start getting stuff because we're gonna get closer to Moon Knight and all that type of stuff. So it's gonna kind of start dying down and ramping up at the same. We're gonna have like that same time going on. So I'm hoping for some goodness coming from that.
Yeah, it should be good, man.
Yeah.
But up next on the docket, however, a new poster for Morbius has officially been released. This poster's pretty cool. Definitely one of the better Sony posters that we've gotten, especially from the horrendous posters we got from Spider-Man No Way Home. Good God, dude. Like, might as well hire freaking preschoolers to make posters. They might come out better.
Hilarious, bro. I was so not ready for you to come with so much heat right now. I really wasn't. I just was not ready. But those were some pretty bad. Like those were rough. Bad. Like I didn't know what was going on.
And everyone on Twitter knew it. Like everyone on Twitter knew it. Like it's just.
Remember that one dude came out and was like, "Oh yeah, man. I was actually just now getting off of work, and then I just got hit up to make something." And it was like, "Bro, what? Like, what do you mean?"
Yeah, can't believe it.
Let's see. Here we go. Shukablow. Oh snap. Oh damn, this is a pretty tough ass poster. You're right.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better ones, and I feel like it took inspiration to some of the Endgame posters that we got, especially the later Endgame ones, or Infinity War. I'm sorry, I think it's the Infinity War that I'm kind of thinking of. But it's a solid poster. Look at that.
Yeah, that's definitely solid, yo. What's up with it, King? How you doing, man? King says Vader is searching for him in A New Hope. He said he hunted him but never found him. At least I thought. That's true. And I would be super down for that because we know that Vader's going to be in the show as well.
Apparently, him and Vader are going to fight twice. I saw that the other day. It was a rumor. Don't know if it was true. But now I feel like this show is also going to be another show where they're going to be retconning a lot of stuff that was kind of sad and maybe done in the first trilogy.
I feel like this is going to be the Rogue One type of thing. Like, it's just going to be so badass and it's going to be so dope and people are definitely dying. You know what I mean? Like that. I think all of that is going to be in here. And I think we even kind of talked about them possibly showing some stuff, trying to see the future, like the newest trilogy, stuff in there somewhere. I think they even did that with Bad Batch, if I'm not mistaken, with Snoke and all that type of stuff. Like, it was wild. But as far as this poster goes, man, this is amazing. I'm really happy to see Jared Leto get some love, man, because I feel like he was the worst thing that happened in this for Justice.
Really?
Like
he wasn't that bad,
bro. Yes, he was. Oh, yes, he was. 100%. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
Like I didn't know who
was worse.
I didn't know who he was, and it did not make me want to find out when I watched it. Like I didn't know it was Jared Leto. Like I don't even think because it's only been like since we started doing this that I've come to understand actors' names and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure Suicide Squad came out before we started Marvel.
Yeah, it was before.
So I like when that had came out, I was like, bro, who is this dude and how can I get him off of my screen? Because he was terrible. The laughing was auto-tuned. He had like a grill and tattoos just everywhere. Worst iteration of the Joker that I've ever seen in my entire life. And I think it was the worst portrayal of the Joker, even going back to the freaking 80s movies, my guy. Like I was furious, bro. I was furious. Harley Quinn was so much better than Joker. Like I was like, how dare they give Harley Quinn a proper character and then just throw everything about Joker in the freaking garbage. But with this, it seems like this is going to be the one where it's like, oh, no, Jared Leto is Morbius. The way that it was like, yeah, that's just how I feel.
No, yeah, and I think we talked about that last time we talked too, is that this movie's going to put Jared Leto in a position to where it's like, I guess the
King
best
said
way I
he
could
was
put
the
it,
worst.
the best way I could probably put it is Heath Ledger's Joker. Like
Yes.
the way he portrayed that version of Joker, everyone will remember that version of Joker forever. And a lot of people feel like it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to top that. And like
Yep.
that's what I feel like what Jared Leto can do for this role. And it seems like he
Real
was,
quick on that note, I feel like Gotham's Joker lit.
yeah.
I think, yeah, I would watch that show just so you could see how they do the Joker in Gotham with the backstory and everything. Freaking amazing. But I agree with what you're saying for sure because he embodies it in the trailers. It sucks that we've had to wait like a year and a half for this movie, bro.
It's supposed to come out in 2020.
Yeah,
this is 2022.
Definitely getting Black Widowed, baby. Like,
yeah, but I mean, it's posted though. We got an A there, possibly for Avengers. Who knows? We see some of the characters. Not sure who they are quite yet.
Yeah, that's an A. We got his little echolocation thing going.
We see his eyes. We see the cave where he got his power, or will get his powers eventually.
Yep.
I'm
Some
not
of
sure.
the main characters.
I'm not sure what's happening there on the left.
Over here, this is him. It looks like this is him going against this dude right here. That's what it looks like.
Dude, is he a werewolf?
Oh, we got him. We got Morbius flying through the tunnel.
Oh, that's Morbius
that's why
right
the
there?
subway's right there. Oh, okay, I understand.
Okay.
We got the city in the background, and this is all taking place in Frisco. This like Venom did, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Frisco or potentially New York, but I'm pretty sure it's Frisco. And maybe a surprise cameo. Eddie Brock.
Ooh, that
Venom.
would be awesome.
Maybe some other Spider-Man cameos. Who knows? But that's pretty awesome, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. King says my Joker outside of comics is the animated series. Wish they could make that version live action. If you're talking about Batman the Killing Joker, or are you talking about not Henry Cavill? What the hell? Mark Hamill. My bad.
Mark Hamill's Joker was pretty solid, man.
Mark Hamill's Joker is
among the best.
Mark Hamill's Joker is just. Is Mark Hamill's Joker the Killing Joker? Is that the same person?
I think so.
Am I tripping? I'm like, am I tripping? Yeah.
I think it's Mark Hamill. He was Joker for a long time. Or might still be.
Well, that's the show, right? That was from the animated show, if I'm not mistaken. For Mark Hamill. Yeah. I don't think he was the Killing Joker, though. Was he?
I'm not sure. He might have. I don't know.
But the Killing Joker was solid. Woo! Excuse me. Yeah, bro. I am so ready for
Mark Hamill, bro. He was the Killing Joker as well.
Okay, he was?
Yeah.
Sweet. Morbius is gonna be lit. It's been on our radar forever. Like literally since it was announced, we were hyped for this, and it was like, come on, G, please. Like, we've just been waiting patiently for this movie. Just like, you know how they have the SpongeBob meme where he's in the in the cafe and he has his coffee and it's like steaming and he's just sitting there in the diner, not the cafe. He's sitting in the diner with like a coffee mug in front of him, just waiting patiently, bro. That's me. That's me 100%.
I feel like I do, but I'm not sure. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest when it comes to SpongeBob references. I've been told.
Dang, now I've been told.
Yeah.
Flaming you.
But what do we got up next, man?
Well, coming up on next, Zack Snyder has yet again dropped some concept art for Rebel Moon. Oh, along with casting. I didn't know that part. Oh, I am pumped for Rebel Moon, bro. We've been seeing some stuff about this.
Stills. It might be Star Wars. Literally, because he called, like, before when we first announced this, he said this is his version of A New Hope.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes,
I don't remember that at all.
yeah, like that's how he kind of compared it.
Announced it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like, yeah, this is like if I was able to make my version of New Hope, this is what it's going to be, kind of type of thing.
whoa!
And I can't wait for this. And it's probably going to be another year, maybe 2 years until we could see this. But gosh, I just can't wait. These stills are awesome. I think there was only a couple that were released. But
I
he's
think we
shown
got
he's
3
shown a
already.
couple different stills before these ones were released as well.
My bad. I did not get the stuff ready. Oh, this shit looks fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Pardon my language. Excuse my French, if you will. Hey, yo, what's up with the Mary Sue in the chat? Hello, how you doing, Mary Sue?
How's it going?
Mark Hamill did the Arkham Games Joker.
Oh, he
Also,
did. That's right.
that's awesome. I didn't know that.
I
I
forgot
just
about
started
that.
replaying that game. So good, yo.
I played a little bit of the first one. Haven't played the
Mary
other
Sue
stuff.
said, "Bless you, thank you." My belated sneeze. Okay, here we go. Whoa. These looking saucy McSaucerson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy.
So I don't know what this means,
Holy.
but actually, I think I know what it means. I think that planet right there, their moon or whatever, looks like it's about to explode. And
Oh yeah.
it's I think it's their view of their moon exploding.
Either this is their moon exploding, or this is like their Death Star charging up to destroy the planet.
Mm-hmm. Or that's a planet literally about to crash into
Another planet.
Yeah. So there's several different scenarios here, but this one's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm loving the color scheme, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty a pretty gloomy and dark movie. I think it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
So
I'm loving the architecture of the buildings in the background. They look really dope.
mhm.
Everything looks really nice. I'm loving it. I'm loving the whole scenery of this. One thing that I also like, I know this is his own take on Star Wars, and one thing that I don't know if it's always been kind of weird to me or what, but it's like there haven't been enough animals, I guess you could say, like in the
Mhm.
backgrounds of stuff. Like how there's just a dog running. We like that we only saw stuff like that with Rebels, I feel like. You know what I mean? It was only in Rebels when we got to see all these different type of animals
Yeah.
and things explored. So I hope we get to see some different type of species popping off and whatnot. That'll be dope.
Mhm. No, yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
This is freaking awesome. Look at
Yeah,
this,
bro.
Oh my god,
This
this is gonna be
looks
crazy.
incredible, bro. I like this. Seeing this makes me not sure what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what to expect with this, and I've been nothing but excited since the announcement for this.
Yeah,
And now that we can kind of see pieces of it come together, is
the
incredible.
excitement is only increasing, man.
Yeah.
Because and this is called Rebel Moon, right? Like
Yep.
that's even a dope name. Like,
Rebel
geez,
Moon.
bro. Like I can't wait to see what's going on. Are there supposed to be lightsabers and stuff too?
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to find out. See,
Look at
but this
that.
one right
Oh
here,
my
bro.
god.
I'm loving. Obviously I don't condone what took place in Nazi Germany, but I'm
Yeah.
getting that type of vibe here.
Mhm.
And I think
I
that
love
type
the
of vibe,
aesthetic.
yeah, that aesthetic, that vibe, I think plays out in movies really well because in the end you have a villain that the audience will
It's
hate.
relatable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's relatable and it's definitely one of those things that no matter, it's really hard to mess up, I guess you can say, unless you're trying to make
Yes.
a satire. You know what I mean? Like, but
Mary Sue said, "Wait, is this Star Wars?"
so it's based apparently this like Zack Snyder's inspiration for this show was from A New Hope. And like he said, like if this was like and this is from the very first time he had announced it. I'm pretty sure he referenced it to how like this show is gonna be like if he made his own version of A New Hope. Like this is what the show would be is. So hopefully it's not like a legit cut and paste. I don't want that. You know, I
Yeah.
want something original that's inspired by, not necessarily copied.
Yeah,
If
think
that makes sense.
no, it is. It does make sense, and I think it's safe to say, like uh, from seeing this one and the other ones, that it's definitely going to be inspiration driven rather than a full blown copy and
Bro,
paste.
you
Because
know
this
what
is
vibe I'm
awesome.
getting right now?
What?
Killzone. Did you play Killzone?
Ooh, yeah, big Killzone vibe. You're
Bro,
right. You're
like with the
right,
whole
bro.
glowing red eyes thing and the
Uh
whole
huh.
armor suit. Killzone,
Yeah.
bro. That's the vibe I'm getting. Have you okay, if you guys haven't
Yeah.
played Killzone, it was one of the first one of the few PlayStation exclusives, starting with the PlayStation 3 up until the
Mhm.
PlayStation 4. And like it went through the PSP Vita and some other stuff. And oh my god, the story campaign in those games was so good. I can't express that enough. But I'm at another tier now. Now that I kind of see Killzone, I'm at another tier right now,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that's kind of where I'm at right now with this show.
I remember the very first still or concept art that we saw from this, and it
Mhm.
was a whole bunch of dudes just walking through like a I don't even know. It just looked amazing, and their eyes were glowing red, and everything was just so dope, bro. So I'm hoping that Zack Snyder does his thing with this. I mean, Snyder has major stands across the Twitter sphere and social media.
Oh yeah, you
So
already know.
I'm hoping that, he really does his thing with this, because Justice League Snyder Cut was some of the best stuff that we've seen, like as far as where that genre like holds, and as far as the R-rated stuff goes with that genre. Other than Suicide Squad by James Gunn, that was
Mhm.
also freaking crazy. But I'm just happy that we get to see more of his creative juices be able to
Mhm.
flow with this Netflix deal that he has going on. So
Yep.
I'm ready, man.
Yeah. I'm pumped up. Do we have another? I wasn't sure how many.
I think that's the last one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because but I think there's more. I think there's 4 or 5 other stills that are out. We've
Mm.
just covered them in the past and with some other pop culture news updates. So, um,
Oh, okay.
but if you guys want to see those as well, I suggest just looking them up. I'm sure they're
Mhm.
not that difficult to find.
For Shazzle My Nazzle. Those were amazing. What do you want to see from this movie, bro? Like, in
I
all honesty.
I want to feel. I feel like this is gonna be rated R.
It has to
Okay,
be, in
I'm
my
feeling
eyes.
it just from these stills. I feel like it's gonna be very dark, very gritty.
Mhm.
It's gonna be rated R. Um, the best way I could put it is a rated R version of A New Hope, but a lot
Mm.
less hope and more despair. If that makes sense. I don't know if we're gonna get that at all, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. That's kind of how I'm feeling.
I really
Um,
want some lightsaber action going down, because
mhm,
I'm really sad that we haven't got to see any R-rated
mhm,
Star Wars stuff other than what we just saw with the Mandalorian when he
yeah,
chopped that dude's head off and stuff. Like,
yeah,
we haven't really got to see that level of grit come from
mhm,
Star Wars. So I'm hoping that he gets to embody it for us.
yeah. Um, and speaking of Star Wars, at the beginning I mentioned the wrong release date for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I apologize.
Mm.
It's officially going to be released on the 25th of May,
Oh, okay.
on Disney Plus. So that's something to look forward to. Uh, I I'm just excited, man. I feel like up until The Mandalorian came out, we were really not treated as fans with proper Star Wars stuff that was like uh that blew our minds away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mandalorian really brought us back into the fray. I feel like as fans, to a whole nother level compared to what the newest trilogy kind of did for us.
Mm.
So, and I think Disney Plus shows are going to continue to do that. At least I hope so. I'd hate to get a just trash, like the whole show as a whole trash. Like that. I doubt that's going to ever happen
Yeah.
with Star Wars. But so far, the shows, as long as Filoni and some of the other people that have done such a great job continue to do their work the way they've been doing their work,
Hmm.
not going to fail. Not going to fail.
That's a fact, man.
Mm-hmm. But
What we got coming up next, my man?
well, That was what was
Or did you
next.
go to
Yeah,
next?
I
I was like,
realized. Yeah, I was able to see. Look at that. See how slick I was, bro. See, I just
yeah,
fit that right in. You know.
yeah, that was real slick.
But in all honesty, I should have had that up top with the first on our docket.
Was
But
that
that's
supposed to be
completely
the
fine.
still? I think we have. Is that the poster or is that just the
You know
date?
what? There is a
See,
poster
bro,
for this.
come on, G, what's happening? What's going on, man?
It should be in there though. All the
Not as
pictures up
smooth as you
until
thought. No, I'm just
I
saying.
know, I know, I know. This is a tag
I,
team, my man. It's a tag team.
he said attack team.
I introduced bam picture. Like this.
I didn't know. I had no idea that you were talking about the poster because you were like, speaking of Star Wars, the
You know
date is
what?
the 25th.
I don't know why I didn't include like in that caption for that one. I just said the release date because like that poster was released the day they
I
released the
see what
release
you're
date.
saying. I
So
see
like
what you're saying.
like that was released the day we found out, and I don't know why I didn't put poster on
Okay,
that,
so
but
here's the poster then, you guys. That's our bad.
yes,
That's our
yes,
bad.
and this poster's cool. Look at
Yeah, this
this,
poster is cool as
and it scares me because we
freaking
had the
awkward.
conversation 10 minutes ago.
And I have not seen this when we had that conversation.
We got,
Oh my
I'm
god.
not talking trash, and if I offend you, I apologize, but I don't want a movie about Moses. Uh, if
Mm,
that's the best way I
facts.
could put it. With that said, I've
No,
seen
that's
some great movies about
facts.
that stuff. You know what I mean? But I hope that's not what this is.
Now I have a whole new eye for this show.
You know what I
Um,
mean? Like I didn't think about what you were talking about until I saw this poster again just now, and the
yeah.
fear of God just kind of went in my brain a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Jeez, man. It looks dope though. Don't get me
No,
wrong. It
it's a
looks
good looking
dope.
poster, but
But
now
literally,
I'm
we were
scared.
just talking about we don't want this to be him just walking through the desert. And the first poster that we get is him walking through the freaking desert, bro. And I
Yo,
hadn't even seen this when we
what a
were talking about that.
coincidence, my
Like,
man.
I literally hadn't seen this yet. That's crazy. I am freaking mind blown,
Yo,
yo. I am like low key heartbroken for this, but I but I still have high hopes. Oh, Mary Sue says she wants to see from Rebel Moon A New Hope if you got to see everyone's terror on Alderaan when it
you know
blew up.
what?
That
That's
would be
something we
freaking
never
dope.
really got to unpack or experience in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the movies. I feel like. You know what I will say in Star Wars Resistance, you do get to see, and it's another Star Wars show animation,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more focused on the kids side of things. But in there, towards the end of the first season or second season, I'm not sure. Um, it ties into what happens in A Force Awakens with the new Killer
Oh,
Planet thing. And we actually see the main character's dad is a senator for the New Republic or whatever. And you know how in
okay.
The Force Awakens we see the like 4 or 5 planets blow up, right?
Yeah.
One of those planets was the planet that his dad was on. And so
Oh.
stuff like that. Um, and like his terror and like what he felt was very genuine in that show. And that was really cool. And it's sad that we haven't gotten stuff like that at all in like um
Anything else?
anything else. But I understand what you mean, Mary Sue. And hopefully that's the case. We get to see more stuff like that because I think stuff like that, very similar to what Peacemaker did. Like we saw a lot of terror stuff like that kind of vibe, and for multiple different scenarios in different ways on Peacemaker, and it helped develop and grow these characters in a way that I've never really got to experience before. And because Peacemaker, and if you guys missed our stream yesterday, um, for the finale, definitely hands down one of the best shows of the
Yeah.
year so far. Like,
People are freaking triggered off of that show, man. Like, I don't know why. It's some of the best DC that we've ever
oh,
got,
100%.
like
It's
ever.
literally, yeah, like it's literally one of the best DC related stuff we've ever gotten. Like,
Definitely
it's
one of the best
crazy.
DC shows ever, like
Yeah.
literally ever. And it has me increasingly excited for what's to come with all of the HBO Max the real stuff that HBO Max is
Yeah.
going to do, because I feel like Titans and Doom Patrol still has that CW cheese vibe to it.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that with this show. Like, don't get me wrong, there was cheese, but it wasn't like CW cheese. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. And I just want that. I want more of that type of world building and canonizing that we got with this Kenobi show. Like, I feel like it could really be crazy. Mary Sue says, do we think Obi-Wan ages so much in teen years because he forgot to pack sunscreen? I mean, there are two suns.
Mary Sue, you'd be killing me sometimes.
Yo.
Some of the things you say just kills me inside, and it's great. I love it.
Because I don't be ready for it. It'd be like, damn, you know what?
That's a good point.
He did age 10 years. He isn't going to age
a really good point.
Because this isn't going to be a long time after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like an old man in A New Hope. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of tackle this. But I can't wait. Regardless, I have high hopes for this show. I have high hopes for anything Star Wars, but I think I hope it's what we want and not, some guy walking in the desert minding his own business. I don't want that.
Yeah, at all. King says, I hope it's not all jokey and colorful. My opinion is this should be a dark and somber story. I mean, this man just lost the whole Jedi Order, and his brother destroyed everything he believed in.
No, 100%.
Exactly, bro. I think we're right there with you. We really need to start seeing how much turmoil this guy is in. And does he turn away from the Jedi Order a little bit? Does he go down these dark paths?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what really is happening? What canonically is going to be going on here?
Yeah, and I feel like I don't know if I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I'm not a huge Star Wars fan in the sense of me following what everyone else is thinking with Star Wars. Obviously, it wasn't until recently, when we started doing this, 2 years ago now, I think, right? It was about 2 years ago when we kind of started this.
I believe
that
so.
I started to pay attention, and watching the Book of Boba Fett was really kind of the first time I really kind of noticed how everyone had really big mixed feelings about things, But I feel like with this show, I think what you just said, King, is how I think a lot of people feel. More so the older Star Wars fans than I think the younger. But
yes,
for those of us who've grew up watching the original trilogy before the new trilogy was out, and even the first sequel trilogy, I think feel the same way. For anyone who's only seen the newest and not really been a fan of the older ones, it might be different. But for the most part, I think this is the general consensus that most fans have. And so hopefully that's what we get. We'll have to wait and see.
Do we know who's making this? Who's making the show?
It might be several directors, just like how The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett has.
But I mean, who's the main one behind it?
I have no idea. Maybe Filoni. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't really heard anything about that type of stuff yet.
Okay, because that really is going to have to do with it as well. And he's holding a lightsaber, right, in his hand. Wait, hold on. Is that a lightsaber right there?
Yes. That is a lightsaber.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
That's all we care about.
Yep.
Can Millie Bobby Brown please play young Layla in Kenobi? King says no, it's Jenna Chow, I think.
I wouldn't mind seeing
no idea.
Millie Bobby Brown. Because I've seen she's cosplayed as Leia.
Oh, really?
For Halloween and some other stuff, and she looks awesome.
Oh, wow.
With that said, the CGI that we saw in the Book of Boba Fett was very scary. How much better it looked from a year ago. So I wouldn't doubt if that's the way they want to go. With that said, that obviously is a lot more expensive. So, but maybe, who knows? Maybe she's in there secretly already playing a young Princess Leia on the farm in the middle of Tatooine. Maybe that's maybe that's a secret cameo we just don't know about yet. But
I think that would be awesome. I would be super down for that, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But I like that they like. But you made a good point. They're not gonna do anything like that now that they know the fans are okay with how Luke looked in Boba Fett. I would much rather them do something more like get actors that look close to the one
Yeah.
to who it was. You know what I mean? I would just rather that. But hey, you want to spend half of your budget on making people look young? Go ahead and do it.
Just don't destroy the rest of the show.
Just don't destroy the rest of the show, please.
Yeah.
Because if Boba Fett's budget didn't go to all of that amazingness that we saw from the Mandalorian, that last episode would have looked pretty decent. And I don't think they would have had those dumbass speeders like going through the city. Like, I don't think the Power Ranger thing would have been as big as an issue because they could have put
Yeah.
more money into that stuff. And so with this show, I just really hope they're thinking wisely, man, because
Yeah.
I really think this is going to be the straw that will break a lot of fans' backs because Boba Fett really hurt a lot of fans, bro. Like,
yeah,
you
the
said,
finale really hurt a lot of people.
A lot of people,
a lot of
are
the
like
big Star Wars
YouTubers
were just kind of like, "What the hell?
Yes,
this is not what we wanted as a finale."
And that's why I'm really nervous for this show because, man, oh my gosh. I'm just nervous, bro, because they could do so many. They could make it or break it, bro.
Yeah.
For the future of Star Wars, I hope for the best.
Yeah. But what do we got up next on the docket, my man?
Coming on up on the east side, we have. Okay, man, this is some MCU news, baby. Anthony Ramos will reportedly have a major role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for Disney Plus series Ironheart. So I think he's going to be introduced in Ironheart and then go on to be a huge character throughout all of the MCU.
And this is the same person who was the main guy lead in The Heights, which recently did really well in the box office and digital and all that type of stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but everyone that I've seen did watch it seemed to enjoy it a lot, so that was really good. But apparently his role is going to be very similar to
Kang's, right?
King of the Conquerors.
Okay.
Role so far. So I don't know who that could be. Maybe it's Cthulhu.
Maybe he's Iron Lad.
Oh, Iron Lad could be cool.
Because we've always just assumed that it would be the young dude from the other Iron Man movie, but there's really no reason for it to be him. Like, that's just assumptions on our end.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be mad at them making Anthony Ramos. And he's going to be in Ironheart. So it just kind of makes sense for him to be one of those type of characters. I'm not sure. I don't even know who Ironheart's villains are, to be honest.
Yeah. Like Ironheart is like literally was made between 2015 and 2018. She's a very new character in the comics. I remember when she was first featured in one of the newest versions of newest comic runs for Iron Man. And that's where she kind of made her first appearance. But I don't know. This made it seem like he was going to play more of the major villain in the MCU, but it would be cool to see him play a younger Avenger because he does look really young. I don't know how.
I see Ironheart's villain is a woman, so yeah, I don't think it'll be him. I don't know who he could be as a villain, though. I mean, they could do anything.
Yeah, and it might be someone they just make. So like that's something that we've seen in other comic book movies that they just make stuff or like.
Mary Sue said, "Does the kid from Iron Man 3 even still act?" I mean, we saw him in Endgame at the end for Tony's funeral.
I haven't seen him in anything else since then, though.
Only reason why I think he could be Iron Lad is because they brought him back.
He's like,
no way they brought him back just for that one cameo. Like
that's all. Like, I get paid. I live my life through the royalties I get from Marvel.
Literally,
that's how much money I've made.
2 Marvel movies, and I'm set for life.
Because of maybe 30 minutes I've been in one movie. Like I'm set for life. That might be what's going on. I don't know. Because before Endgame, I feel like we've seen that kid a lot in or I've at least seen him in other projects. But I don't know. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with him because they did bring him back to Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's for nothing. I think there's I
Yeah.
don't, maybe like there's no way it can't be for like a symbolic reason. There has to be a more story driven reason for him being there. And I think if any show is going to really kind of take advantage of that, I think Ironheart is going to be the movie to do so.
Mm.
Or War Machine, or yeah, that's what it's called, right? The War
Armor
Machine show,
Wars.
Armor Wars, or Armor Wars. That might be the one as well. But I think Ironheart and maybe some other ones are going to kind of other shows might go into the story of Armor Wars, not necessarily just like Ironheart might be the first part to Armor Wars. You know what I mean? It
Like
might be
that's where it goes into.
like that's where it goes into, and that might be what's going on. But
I could
we'll
dig
have to
that.
see. Yeah.
King says Iron Lad is a Kang variant. He has to be someone younger who looks like Kang. But that's to say that Marvel's even going to follow that. You know what I mean? Because they might not. They might do their own thing
And they've done it before,
and make
so
it
it's
that
not like
Kang
out
is
of the
a
blue.
exactly. Like look at what they did to my man Marvel. They did him dirty. And they did Marvel dirty, bro, in that movie, yo. Captain Marvel, man. That movie is atrocious. But it's a good bad movie. That's what's so weird about it. Like it's such a bad movie, but in so many cases, it's a really good movie as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would like to see any of that happen. I don't really know. Where's the big book of Marvel? Let's see. Let's see what it says about Ironheart because we might get a little. I don't even know if she's in here. Man, my poor book, yo, this thing just been falling apart more and more, my guy.
Ironheart might be in there. She might be too new. But I don't remember. Where did you get that book? No, I think she's in there.
Oh,
I think
yep, here she is.
we've had this conversation before. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
in
I
there.
think we did have this conversation
Yeah.
before because I think this book has a lot of the newer generation of stuff rather than the older generations. Ironheart, first appearance, Invincible Iron Man #7, real name Riri Williams. She's a student based out of Chicago. Her special powers and abilities: she's a super genius. She has super genius level intelligence, winning a scholarship to Massachusetts Institute of Technology at age 15. She's an inventor, coding expert, and engineer. Armor provides her with the equivalent powers of Iron Man. Oh, excuse me. Riri Williams is a teenage super genius. After she lost her best friend and stepfather in a shooting, she became determined to finish armor she was making based on an old Iron Man design. She soon took to the skies, arresting 2 escaping convicts. Tony Stark was so impressed that he mentored her with an AI version of Stark, later continuing to do so. She joined the champions but lost her armor fighting Thanos. Her teammates encouraged her to build a new, improved version. What if Anthony Ramos is playing like Thane, like freaking Thanos' son or something like that?
Dude, I don't know, man. That could be cool. That could be where they're going. Very similar to what we may or may not get from his brother. Maybe that kind of comes into play, and like the whole Eternal storyline kind of comes back into play. Because that was one of the things that we had after watching Eternals. Like, how is this going to kind of come back, other than on a news screen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that might be the way that they can go as well.
Yeah. Mary Sue said that's a working book. Facts, yo.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, the homie. Oh, my man's name is Obi-Wan,
How's it
the
going?
homie, aka Beskar Batman. Okay, Beskar Batman. I'm definitely calling you that from now on. My man said, "Hello there, Sensei and love." Oh, battery. I think you're love.
Shit, shoot. I don't know.
Chopping up the MCM with you guys. So hyped for the next few shows and movies, man. We are pumped for them too.
Exciting
Moon
time,
Knight,
man.
I am so hyped for Moon Knight. Like, I don't think I can even put it into words how excited I am to see Moon Knight, bro. Like, I really will throw a complete bitch fit when we watch that if it's bad. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it'll be worse than how I was with Hawkeye. I'm not even gonna lie. If that show ends up being
You know
ass,
what?
you will never hear the end of it from me, yo.
And I think I feel like it's something. Feel like it's how a lot of people are going to feel too. Because out of all the shows since we've known they've been going to be released, I feel like Moon Knight for us has been one of the top two we've been most excited
Yes.
to watch. And it wasn't until most recently where that kind of like got brought out of us, where we really kind of started realizing that. Once we kind of saw the teaser, when we kind of saw the Super Bowl trailer, which is available for you guys to check out on our channel right now, if that's something you guys want to check out. But I can't wait for this show. That show, man. Moon Knight's going to be, or my hope is it's going to be one of the best, if not the best, Marvel show we get to date. You know, in terms of what it could do and what could it bring, and how it can improve on bringing in all the other characters, or like, you know, even just, you know, very similar to like what was done to Peacemaker. Maybe this is like they're ready to kind of start doing more of that. But we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I agree, man. Moon Knight looks so good. So good. Everything we've been seeing with that is just getting better and better and better, literally. So I'm hoping. And one thing that I kind of want is possibly seeing. I think we're supposed to be getting some type of Blade connection. Hopefully, like, I don't know what it could be. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going full blown Mahershala in there, but anything, any type of Moon Knight, even if they have Black Knight in there. What I'm hoping when it comes to the what are they called? Midnight Suns, is that what they're
Mm-hmm.
called?
Yeah.
Or the Midnight Suns in the whole dark and supernatural verse part of the MCU is I'm hoping that we get Mahershala being the Nick Fury type of character and kind of going through and recruiting everyone. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. Recruiting everyone, and it just seems like that's the vibe that we're going. And I loved the way that we got to get the Avengers kind of built up in the MCU. So if they do that same thing with the Midnight Suns or whatever they're going to call them, the whole dark Avenger, well, not the Dark Avenger, but, you know, the supernatural side of everything, I'm down for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree,
King,
man.
King said Riri is supposed to debut in Black Panther 2. That's right. I almost forgot about that.
That's actually something that's going to be popping up later in our docket.
Oh, snap. Is it?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
So I think, so again, Super Bowl happened, so we didn't get a chance to go over our docket last week. So this is a combination of 2 different weeks together. Some of the stuff's already kind of, I know this next one, for example.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So like, we have our first look at the Rings of Power. And we have a couple stills for us to check out. But a lot of those stills did come from the trailer that I think they're all in the trailer that we saw for the Super Bowl, which is awesome.
Okay.
By the way, I don't know if you guys haven't already checked it out. We also have that trailer reaction available to watch on our YouTube channel as well.
Do we? Whoa, I didn't know that.
Actually, it might be out tomorrow.
Oh no, you're right. We do.
Okay,
do.
yeah.
I see it. Yeah.
I was like, it came out just recently. I know that.
Yeah, we do. Real quick, Macy said, "Does Blade do anything besides fight vampires?"
I don't really know a lot about.
I have no idea.
Besides what's in the movies.
Same. Did not read any of his comics or anything.
With that said, I think Dracula is a big issue. But I'm sure he deals with the supernatural stuff in general, along with maybe Moon Knight, Wolf by Night. Assuming he's some Midnight Sun. I'm not even sure if he is. Ghost Rider. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't even know if bro's in this book, yo.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is. Oh damn, he got a whole page. Oh yeah, he's all about vampires.
Yeah, just vampires.
That's basically it. Yeah, he's a vampire hunter.
Vampire hunter who knows how to use guns, swords, stakes, anything he could use.
Oh snap! We might want to read this. Hold on. Hold on, yo. We might want to read this, yo. Okay. Let me just read this bottom part. It says, when Dracula returned and beat Blade, Blade's fury caused him to have a breakdown, and he was placed in a mental institution until Doctor Strange could help him. Freed, Blade was tricked into using a page from the mystical book Darkhold to give himself supernatural powers as Switchblade. Another page from the Forbidden Book returned him to normal. While working with Spider-Man, Blade was bitten by his sometime ally Morbius. What? Blade's immunity to vampires didn't apply to Morbius's unique condition, so Blade gained the powers of a vampire, but without their weakness to sunlight, causing him to be known as Daywalker. Bro, that's
What?
fire, bro. That was fire. I never want to
Yo.
read this whole thing. That was awesome. During the Civil War, Blade registered and worked with Shield. He'd earlier bitten off one of his own hands to prevent himself from being force-fed and innocent. What the fuck? Whoa. Uh, and Shield gave him a gun hand to replace it. What? My man Blade was going through it. During the Secret Invasion, he worked with MI13 and struck up a relationship with the part vampire hero Spitfire. He later helped the X-Men against Dracula's son Zaris, taught a class at the Jean Grey School, and fought Thanos' invasion while disguised as a spider hero. Afterwards, he took on Hawkeye's identity as Ronin and recovered the talisman of Kamar Taj. This led to a fight with Deathwalkers who also sought the talisman. Yo, I had no idea that Blade was so
No
badass,
idea, bro.
I had no clue. That was some of the dopest. Like, that was awesome. That was crazy.
Yeah, no idea that was what's going on.
King said Blade was an Avenger at one time. Don't know exactly what he did during his time there, though. And then my man Beskar Batman said, I think you're onto something as far as Blade putting the Midnight Suns, aka as Nick Fury. Yeah, I really think that's what's gonna happen for sure. Because the way he came in at the end of the Eternals, that was like super Nick Fury vibes. And so I'm hoping for something similar to that within Moon Knight, even at the very end as a end credit scene. If they give us one, because these end credit scenes lately, guy.
A play. 5-minute play. You know. Whoever's idea that was needs to be fired. I'm saying it. Saying what everyone else is thinking. I'm sorry.
Facts.
Terrible idea. But I get it.
I was appalled.
Seems like
now
promotional
back to
opportunity for another play.
Yo, I couldn't believe it. Like, what? Whose idea was that? I can do this all day. Like, bro, what?
Oh, you're gonna do it. Do it like Peacemaker, okay? Peacemaker intro was unbelievable.
That's hilarious.
But what stills do we got for the Rings of Power? Oh, man.
Yeah, since Marvel kind of took us over for a second.
Look at
yo.
I think it seemed like he's going to be the main character, right?
Oh,
like I feel like he got brought up in the trailer itself multiple times. So did the girl that we're going to later see in I think that possibly the next show. I'm not too sure, but yeah, you know, again, and we talked about this several weeks too, right now. Like, we're in the dark when it kind of comes as to what we even think is going to happen in this show. Like, I've seen all the Lord of the Rings, but Sensei hasn't, and then on top of that, this I just never read the books that contain info that deal with this era of Lord of the Rings. The most I know about this era is the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring and maybe some spotty stuff that got brought up during the rest of the trilogy. But other than that, I don't have no idea what to expect for this show.
Man, from the trailer that we saw, this is going to be humongous, like large scale. I'm talking like Wheel of Time was amazing. But the way this show is looking, it's like, man, they definitely
They
put
might
all of
be
their
pushing
money
that
into
bar.
this.
They
Yeah.
might be literally pushing it to be as good, if not better. With that said, I think Wheel of Time is going to do nothing but get better moving forward. So I think Amazon's just made 2 shows that are going to be so competitive with one another that the fans are just going to fight each other.
Max.
That's literally what's going to happen in the streets. Oh, you like Wheel of Time? Lord of the Rings is better. Bah! Gets socked in the face. Like that's
Loader v Watt.
yeah. Like I think that's probably what's going to happen. But
King
I can't
said
wait. Man.
nap time. Just kidding. Not a fan of the rings.
Hey man, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, bro, this looks like it's gonna be super solid, bro. I cannot wait, bro. This is
Yeah,
like it's gonna
I'm
be so
curious.
good, bro.
Is that are they on a raft
I have no
or a
freaking
boat
clue what's
that's
happening
sinking?
right now.
I can't tell what happened, but it looks cool.
It looks
And that's all.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm really liking that whole setup they got. It looks like it's an indoor set. What it looks like.
Looks like an indoor ocean, my guy.
Yeah, just a big,
like this has got just
$3 million gallon pool.
yeah.
That with waves, and you're like, all right, you know what? We're gonna make this into a building. That's gonna be great.
It's a big ass wave pool.
Yep, big wave pool,
Oh
bro.
man, this
This,
is real granulated.
you know what? I had fixed it on the Twitter, but
Oh, you
this on Instagram. It was fine on Twitter, and then it wasn't on Instagram. I fixed it, but I don't think I put the proper one in the docket. I didn't realize that until this moment. But this is one of my favorite stills, and this is one of the more. I think this girl, the first dude that we saw, are going to be the main characters or among the named characters because we also got like 50 different posters of different characters, whom all might have their own time to shine and possibly be main characters in of itself. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I want to know I want more context as to what's happening in this photo.
For real. Is this the same girl or is
I
this someone different?
I think wait, go back real quick.
It's too grainy, I can't tell.
I think they're different. Because like if you go back, I feel like her jaw actually go back to the other one. I feel like you can't really see the jaw.
Yeah, she's like in the water.
I think her forehead's different. Even though I feel like we're a little far for this one to see.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think the forehead structure is a little
rounded. Yeah, a little rounded right here more than it is on hers, where it's more flat. No,
I'm getting a little technical here, and it might be just bullshit. I don't know, but I'm feeling
like but I feel what you're putting down. I'm picking it up.
But I'm pretty sure these are different people. I want to know more context. I want to know.
Mary Sue said Wheel of Time is better. LOL.
I don't know, Mary Sue. When we do our first live stream for this show, 3 hours, probably 4 hours long, but like
it's gonna be 6 hours long if they put out both episodes at once.
I'm gonna be livid. We're gonna have this conversation again, probably with more people as well. So we're not even gonna be able to read the comments. Like that's how crazy this is gonna be. With that conversation specifically.
Apparently, this is going to be from what we heard. We don't know, but apparently the first 2 episodes are both supposed to be 3 hours.
Yeah,
they're supposed
legit.
to be 3-hour movies.
Full on Lord of the Ring movies, like,
and then we're gonna get the show after that. So, can't wait.
Yeah.
Mary Sue said, "I'm calling it now. There are going to be book fans complaining they added too many female characters that weren't in the books."
You know what? That seems to be everyone in all industries. It seems
facts.
But I can't wait. I can't wait to hear those arguments. Those theories.
I can't wait for Lord of the Rings to be in the conversation.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Anything. Yeah,
Mary Sue, was this the show that they've talked about was the most expensive so far, or was it Wheel of Time? It was Wheel of Time, right?
No, it was this.
Was this one?
100% sure.
Okay, I know it was one of the two. Is to be one of the most expensive shows ever made. So far,
this is the most expensive show ever made. I remember keenly because that was one of the first that was right attached to the first announcement that we had with this. when we did it here on Marvel Bros. When we first had it as breaking news, it
Mhm.
was like, yo, Amazon Prime Video was in the works for making this, and it's supposed to be the most expensive thing.
Yeah,
But I do
I don't
believe
know.
that the Wheel of Time people told us that season 2 of Wheel of Time is supposed to be having more money put into it than the first season did.
Yeah, because
if I'm not mistaken.
because Wheel of Time was the best rated and one of the best viewed shows in all of 2021.
Damn,
I don't
I
think
don't doubt it.
Amazon Prime expected that. So
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Amazon was like,
We definitely didn't expect it.
no, yeah, we didn't expect it at all. And if you joined us for that whole journey, oh my gosh, what a treat, what a treat. But like, I'm sure Prime was like, here's a check, it's blank. Do your job. You know,
Basically,
yeah,
yo.
like that's what I feel
basically.
like Amazon Prime is doing. But
Which
we'll
is
see.
smart.
But I feel like Wheel of Time could be just as expensive because timepieces like this are very expensive to make.
Yeah.
And you know, that's
Macy
something
says Lord of the
we'll have to
Rings is
see.
more expensive, but we'll see how expensive Wheel of Time gets.
Yep.
King says, did you guys ever see the scene in Clerks 2 when they talk about Lord of the Rings and Star Wars? The funniest thing ever. No, I've never seen that. I've never seen Clerks. I've only seen Clerks 1, my guy.
Clerks.
Not gonna lie, Beskar Batman says, not gonna lie, I thought DC and Star Wars fans were vocal till I came across this show and Lord of the Rings fans. Hardcore. Oh yeah, man.
No,
You're
dude.
gonna get cussed out in freaking Elvish, my guy. You better be careful.
No, yeah, like and you know what? And I've said this before, the Wheel of Time fan base, amazing. You know, the way you guys like really enjoyed watching us as non-book readers. Like that was the label we kind of got, and people were recommending us on Twitter. You know, that energy, that vibe, powerful.
I feel like it's not going to be the same at all with the Lord of the Rings. It's going to be like, if you don't know this, you're a freaking shit show bastard.
You're a tool, and
exactly.
You
freaking poser.
You're falling behind. You know, that's the vibe I feel like we might get. But I don't know. They're gonna find out that you have never watched Lord of the Rings and send death threats to your house. Like that's kind of how I feel. But
I feel that
I can't wait. But by that point, hopefully we're all caught up with Lord of the Rings, and it'll be good.
I think that was the last one. But going back to something that I saw a little earlier, Beskar Batman said, "Bro, hot take: Peacemaker is greater than Falcon and the Winter Soldier." Bro, I'm gonna have to give you a hard no on that. I'm gonna have to give you a hard no on that one, by my guy. I'm sorry. Oh shit! Look at Battery sitting there thinking, man. My guy is sitting there thinking, bro. The wheels are turning, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Yo, there's not one fight scene in Peacemaker that was on par with what we saw in
Hear me out.
Oh my god, bro. Come on.
I'm not saying that it's better than Falcon Winter Soldier. However,
oh, wait. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Oh, I'm tripping too then. Movie. I don't know why I immediately thought Captain America was okay.
Yeah, I immediately thought the movie.
100%.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Falcon and Winter Soldier, bro.
I just saw Winter Soldier and immediately thought Captain America. I apologize.
Yeah, same. Me too. I did the same thing. I definitely thought about it was the movie. I was like, bro, you're tripping. There's
like
no
Falcon for me wasn't there. It was Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Like that's
same. No, same, bro. That's what I saw.
We both
were on the
like,
same wavelength. We were like, bro, you're what? But yeah, no, 100% Peacemaker is way better than Falcon.
Not saying it's trash. It was a good show.
Not.
It was definitely the top 2 or 3 Disney Plus shows.
Not top 2. Yeah, I don't know about top 2.
Wait, because so far we have WandaVision.
We have WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, and Hawkeye. I guess it could be top 2. I guess it could be top 2 because
number 1 for me would be Loki. Easy.
Loki, yeah, easy.
WandaVision for me 3rd. No,
I guess
WandaVision would be 3rd, and 4th would be the latest show, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye is definitely a hard 4 on the list of
hard
of the
4
Disney Plus
so
shows.
far.
But I think that's right. I think Falcon and Winter Soldier is a solid 2.
Like what it did,
but WandaVision was so good, and the fighting at the end was so good, and then the leading into what we're gonna get with Multiverse of Madness, so good. Like literally once we get the movies that each show directly is correlating with, like once we get that, that's when those shows are gonna be good. Unfortunately. Like, and that's when they're gonna matter, because right now they just don't. But once we see Kang in the movies, once we see Wanda and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, once we see Falcon and Winter Soldier as Captain America and the Winter Soldier in the movie, once all that stuff starts happening, that's when the shows can get some validity. Because the thing about the MCU, which I always feel like is a huge argument for people, is that each movie is good, right? But it's not really supposed to be its own entity. It's always a stepping stool or a Lego block or a puzzle piece in the grand scheme of everything. So if you're not taking it as a whole, then it's kind of trash in the moment. And that's kind of where we are with all of the Disney Plus shows, except for Moon Knight. Like Moon Knight is going to be the first one where it's like fresh meat, fresh everything that we have no idea anything about, and it's gonna matter right off the bat. Beskar says, just go ahead and say it. I don't know what you're saying, man. Say what? Say what, bro? I don't know. What are you talking about?
But all right, man.
But yeah, yo.
What do we got up next on the docket, man?
Coming on up on the east side. Russell Crowe, of all people, has officially been cast in Sony's upcoming Kraven the Hunter. So is he cast as Kraven the Hunter, or is he just someone in the
Aaron
oh, that's right. Yes, we do know who that is.
Kick-Ass is the person that,
there you go.
Kick-Ass is the one who got cast as Kraven the Hunter.
Quicksilver.
Yes, or Quicksilver, if that's who you guys resonate more with. But Russell Crowe apparently is going to play a member of the Kraven family.
Oh, maybe he's going to be Bruh's dad or something.
Yeah, I feel on the dad vibe because of Russell Crowe, right? Like that's the.
I would
like.
I could
look as I could see him right now. Like I don't know. I know.
Yeah, with the whole get up and like the
whole get up as Pop. Like, you know, like that's I could see it right now.
Yeah,
you know?
I see it too. 100%.
I feel like that's the way they're gonna go. But you know, I thought okay, so this is a debate that's been going on in Hollywood for a long time, and especially more so right now more than ever. Russell Crowe to me seemed like one of those actors that was like, don't be in a Marvel movie. They aren't real movies. Like that's the vibe I got from Russell Crowe. But seeing more and more, you know, like mainstream actors, maybe not more. I guess I don't know. Is Russell Crowe mainstream? People know his name because of all the great movies he's been in the past. But like he hasn't been in a whole lot of newer movies besides like Unhinged. Yeah, that one I didn't get a chance to check that one out. But I'm glad to see more people like him that have had a significant impact in the movie industry get involved with Marvel movies, because I understand and then I don't understand at the same time. It's like why people feel the way they do when it comes to comic book movies.
I was about to say, just comic book movies in general, I would like to see a more diverse range of actors come to the table, because like I feel like that's why we don't get really good movies, is because we don't get really good actors to portray these roles. So they just want to do it for like a one-off or something. And it's like, damn, we miss all of that. Like I really hope they get James Spader to come back as Ultron and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Like I will be so happy. Like I will be giddy as a child.
Like a perfect example would be how Timothy Chalamet, how do you say his last name?
Chalamet. I don't know.
One of his mentors, I think one of the biggest impact that has had, like one of his mentors and one of his best friends told him, gave him some advice, like to do, like do this, do that, don't do this, don't be in superhero movies.
Yeah,
you know. But
But all of the ones that are saying that are old cats, though. So
Yeah, a lot older,
yeah,
or some who may have even played in superhero movies, like
Mhm.
in Justice League, and Whedon dropped the ball. Uh, of course, he made that situation himself, but that's a whole
Mary
discussion.
Sue says the reason actors like Russell Crowe wouldn't act in Marvel movies is because the paycheck wasn't there. But now they got that check.
Yeah, I mean, Robert Downey was getting almost 80 grand, if not more.
80 grand.
80 grand. 800. No, I'm sorry. 80 million.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm over here like 80 grand, bro. Oh my, you're it's over. You're like
I was sitting here like,
yeah, million. 80 million. I apologize. I don't know what just dropped. Okay, we're good. Nothing important. I can't wait to see this movie. And this is going to be a Sony spin-off movie specifically focused on Kraven the Hunter. No details at all as what this could be. Hopefully it's not like an anthology or like something like, again, a dude in the jungle hunting an animal. Like
yeah.
maybe hunting Spider-Man, hunting Venom.
I wonder who they're gonna bring in for him to hunt. So maybe it's gonna be someone like Squirrel
Mhm.
Girl or like one of those type of,
I mean,
you know what I
Squirrel
mean?
Girls
Like
is
one
a
of those type
character
of heroes.
we've talked a lot about, or people have talked about a lot on like Twitter and such, just
Hmm.
because we've always heard rumors of Squirrel Girl being in the MCU, and even years ago when we first found out about um the lesbian relationship we might see in Thor: Love and Thunder was around the time we also reported that Squirrel Girl was going to be in a role within the MCU. This was
That's
years.
true.
This was like a year and a half ago. This is a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I
So,
remember.
but I remember posting about it. You know what I mean? So this is a character that
Yeah,
I
because
think
isn't that lesbian relationship supposed to be between
Captain Marvel and
Valkyrie, right?
Valkyrie. Yes, I know
Yeah.
Valkyrie. No matter what, is going to be one of the girls or women. But I'm not sure if they confirmed necessarily if it was with Captain Marvel. That's what everyone assumed when it was first like talked about, but it might be someone else. I don't know. We'll see. Because the last that I heard of it, it seemed like it wasn't going to be Captain Marvel. But I can't wait. And plus, on top of that, um, like Mary Sue just mentioned, and reminded me that we also see Kraven the Hunter's like outline in Spider-Man No Way Home in the sky as
Yep.
one of the people looking for him in a different universe. So like that's sowing the seeds, and
I high
I
key
can't
think
wait.
that Mary Sue was being spicy with this comment though. I don't think she was being serious. I think she was saying like Craven is looking for Sony Spider-Man because no one can find him because they don't
Oh,
have a Sony Spider-Man.
you
I
know,
think she was being a little spicy, not
I
gonna cap.
completely misread this and whole comment. I literally saw No Way Home at the end. I didn't even see no one can find him. You're killing me, Mary Sue. That is great. Yo.
Yo, Mary Sue got that heat.
Yo,
You gotta
making me
be
slip
ready,
up, Mary
yo.
Sue. Making me slip up.
That's what happens when you speed reading.
I looked at the word because and immediately knew what was in the whole comment. Like
Exactly.
or thought I knew what was in the whole comment. Yo.
Yo. Mary
Oh,
Sue said, "You know me, Sensei." Yo, I know you're always spicy with the comments. I
I
heard,
literally
like, I hadn't
saw
read it yet, and I just heard what he was saying, and then I read the comment, and I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, she is not. She is not."
I
she,
literally looked at the word because and immediately thought I knew what was being said.
Oh, that was funny. But I do like
But
Craven the Hunter. I want to see everything that he does. I just want to see how Sony does him. I'm not gonna lie, Sony's been doing decent with their movies as of late. But at the same time, they're really not. Like,
Yeah.
so I
It's a hit or
still
miss.
think Morbius is going to be the one to really show us something, man.
Mm-hmm.
They've had
I
so
agree.
long. I hope this movie hasn't just been sitting there. That's kind of how I feel too. I hope they've kind of been like polishing stuff with CGI or something, like
Yeah.
just anything, like giving any type of love to this as it's going. Like that's just what I'm hoping for. But yo, what do we got coming up next, my brother?
Well, coming up next, we got this is a rumor. Acacia Sabet has reportedly been cast in Thor: Love and Thunder as the goddess Beast or
What?
Bastet.
And that is the Panther goddess of
the Panther
the
goddess that
Wakandans.
originally given the first Black Panther powers. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, they've always, especially with we haven't seen a part two to Black Panther yet, but I don't know why they focused heavily on that particular goddess, and I'm really excited to see this. I didn't even realize this was like an actual like thing in the comics. Like I didn't realize
What
that.
do you mean?
Like I didn't know like.
You know there was an actual goddess?
Yeah,
Like
unless I just didn't
Panther
actually think about it. I just assumed it was like, oh, Panther.
Bro, that was like the whole
Nice.
point of Black Panther, my guy.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
The
I feel
like the entire point is the goddess, my guy.
I feel ridiculous because you know I just I'm in shambles. You know I just didn't know. But I'm excited at the opportunities that this knowledge brings to the MCU.
Yo, my boy Battery, man, he be on cloud 1,000.
Yeah,
but Thor:
know.
Love and Thunder is gonna have Gore the God Butcher, so we need some gods for him to be butchering and going after and
you
stuff.
think she's gonna be taken out?
We're supposed to be seeing a lot of gods that have been mentioned throughout the MCU that we haven't seen yet. Because of the whole thing with Gore the God Butcher. He's gonna be murdering people. Like for sure, he's gonna be killing some gods. I don't know if he's gonna kill the Panther God. I think he might. I think Thor might stop him from doing that. But who knows?
So do you think he's the main villain? We never really got that clarification.
For the God Butcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. He's the main villain. 100%.
Yeah. I would assume so as well. I just don't know a whole. Well, I don't think we even know. We don't know a whole lot of information about when, like, the whole plot and everything like that. But I can definitely see that. Christian Bale, I'm sure he's gonna kill it. So I can't wait for
that. Mary Sue said the Soul Stone should have been buried in Wakanda, and the source of Black Panther's powers. Still salty over that. I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Wait,
Black Panther has a whole source of power already, so I don't think that would have been a good move. I am not a big fan of the MCU using the Infinity Stones to be the source of power for everything. Like they use Iron Man to be the source of costumes for everyone, basically. I'm just not a fan of that. Like everyone has their own backstories already. They have stuff that's going on. They don't need to look all like Iron Man-esque. Like that doesn't need to be a thing. I understand why it is a thing because it's like his power took over the world, like the energy he brought, all that type of stuff literally took over the world. So why wouldn't people want to copy that?
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, come on. Captain Marvel's powers come from the Infinity Stone. Like Wanda's powers come from the Infinity Stone. And then it's like, oh, all of that. Just no.
Yeah.
No, give us something else. That's why I'm happy that they retconned that later on with WandaVision, letting us know that, no, she's been a witch this whole time since she was a child. So you're good.
Yeah, I agree, man. But we have some more MCU related news coming up next, man.
Well, this isn't really MCU related too much.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Going to be leading in to a lot of future things that we could be seeing happen in the MCU. So all Marvel Defender shows on Netflix will finally be leaving on March 1st of this year, yo. So next month, it's all going to be gone. No more Daredevil, no more Jessica Jones, no more Iron Fist, no more Punisher or Luke Cage. They're all going to be disappearing from the
yes.
Netflix queue. And I am so happy that I finished everything already. Well, I didn't finish everything. I'm lying. I haven't finished the new season of Jessica Jones or The Punisher, but I have finished everything else. I'm just happy I got Daredevil out of the way but hey, as we know now, it seems that everything is going to be canon though from Netflix shows. That, as far as we know, everything is canon as like the way it's looking. Because with Kingpin, he's the same Kingpin from the Netflix shows. I believe Charlie Cox also came out and said that his Daredevil is the same Daredevil from the Netflix shows that we saw. So it's safe to assume that that is the same for everyone else. And a rumor that I had saw on the internet not too long ago, and I forgot to bring this up, was that the Punisher, they might use him as becoming a member of the Midnight Suns.
Yes.
And that way it doesn't have to be rated R with everything. It would be him killing zombies or vampires or whatever the case may be. And they could still keep him being that same Punisher, but just not killing humans anymore. It would be more of a supernatural thing.
Yeah.
What would you think about that?
Oh, Jesus.
My bad. Jesus Christ. I felt that in my big toe.
Well, when Hulu first announced all their Marvel-related TV projects, Midnight Suns was there, and Punisher was a part of that team when we first reported that. And so I've always expected Punisher to be involved in that project. With that said, with Marvel becoming back in control of their stuff, and not only that, apparently the second majority holder for Hulu is potentially looking to get out of buying Hulu. So Disney might completely own Hulu, meaning
Disney doesn't completely own Hulu.
They own the majority shares.
Oh,
I think they own like 51 or 52%.
I thought they. Whoa, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I think the other people that own most of it are looking to get rid of it. So,
but how do they do the whole Hulu bundle thing if they don't own it? Because
they own the majority, so whatever they decide it happens.
Oh, damn!
Like that's kind of how it happens, like on the board. Like when you have that type of control, you kind of get the final say, and like what happens, what doesn't happen.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. If you're a shareholder that has a lot of stuff, you get an opinion, But as the big dog, you're like, you know what? That's stupid. We're doing this instead, and that's kind of what Disney has been doing. And not saying that they've been like doing a terrible job at managing Hulu. I think Hulu is better.
Way better than it was before.
Is in the best place it's ever been. And I think Hulu might be the place to send Disney's rated R, more adult related stuff, because I don't think they're going to be wanting to put that on Disney Plus, even Disney Plus Hotstar. So I think they're going to utilize Hulu as the more mature place to go when it comes to the MCU. And I think that's the play. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I think that's going to be the play that's going to be happening. Because I think Disney does not want is to make money for all the other majority shareholders of Hulu when they're like legit IP Marvel makes them all their like a lot of their money, and I don't think they want to give that part. I don't think they want to give that piece of those profits to other people.
100%.
And I think that's the reasoning behind it. Like just from a business perspective, that's what I would do. Is that way you get the best out of that decision. Best overhead, So I think that.
Yeah, Mary Sue says it'll all be available on Disney Plus, right? No, I highly doubt we're gonna see any of
it seems like Hulu's gonna be the spot
to Disney Plus,
but
because
I don't know.
Literally every single one of these shows has some really spicy issues and stuff going down in the show. Every single one of them. Jessica Jones, her whole thing is like the dude like basically manipulated her and like assaults her. Like that's not going on Disney Plus. It's just not. They're not putting that on Disney Plus. They're not. And I agree with what you're saying. Hulu is the place and the outlet that they need to go with. The same way that they can make 20th Century Studios, because I think that's what it's called. That's still making stuff to this day. They're still making stuff under that 20th Century Studios IP. they could literally just have that be like you said, yo. What was it called for Marvel? Black Label, I think Marvel Black Label or something
Oh,
like
that's
that for the
DC.
comic books.
DC's
Okay,
Black
well
Label.
Marvel has something then. I can't think of
Marvel
what it's
has. They might have something else. I'm not too sure.
called. I can't think of what it's called at all. Like I don't know what it's called one bit.
DC Black Label was pretty cool when it first came out, though, I will say. But I don't know what it's been like recently. After the whole Batman Damage situation, it was kind of like, what's the point? People freak out after seeing the Batman's junk and they switch up their whole narrative. You know what I mean? So it's like when they were already told this is going to be grit, crazy stuff happened. So I don't know. That's a tangent. I apologize, but
no, that's all good. But yeah, facts. I hope we get to see more stuff. All of these Defender shows come on to Hulu, and I hope that we get to see more of those spicier things go on to Hulu as well. Whether it be Deadpool. I mean, there's rumors that Moon Knight is gonna be extra spicy, so I guess we'll see kind of what happens after that.
Yeah, and that might be a test to kind of see how what people think. Maybe they get some flack from parents, or that type of thing. I think that's kind of, and I think they've been kind of testing that with all of the Disney Plus shows, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon literally killed dudes, throwing them outside planes.
That's right.
To fly, to die, like there's some.
And then Super Captain America dude, he murdered that dude with the shield. So
100%.
Yeah. 100%. And then the whole Loki being in a relationship with the self thing as well. So they're definitely pushing that bar that I think a lot of us didn't think they would be pushing already. So I'm pumped to see where it goes though.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But yeah, bro, what do we have up next on the docket?
Well, we have our first look at Black Adam. And again, this is another situation where these stills were taken from the latest trailer that was released.
This is like the one
Black
that
Adam.
you got. This is the only one that you guys can't actually watch from us. We don't have a trailer reaction to this.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen this, actually, to be completely honest.
I've only seen what I saw during the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And I've only seen maybe half of it. So I don't know if what I saw is all of it or very similar to what we saw with Nope. Like when Nope was first showing up for the Super Bowl, it was like literally like 20 to 30. Yeah, it was seconds compared to what the whole trailer was on on YouTube. So
yeah. But here's our first one, looking bloody beautiful, yo.
Dude, I'm getting Hulk vibes. OG Hulk vibes.
Oh yeah.
I'm loving this.
I know he's gonna destroy everything for I don't know how long and I don't know how evil my man's gonna be, but this looks like it's about to be nasty.
So is the Justice League of America gonna defeat him, or are they working with him?
What? I don't know. I don't think they have anything to do with this, right?
Well, Dr. Fate, Adam Man, right, and
are they the Justice League?
I think they're the Justice League of America, and they're trying to either help him or go against him. I could be terribly wrong.
Man, yeah, you are saying all new stuff to me that I have never heard before. So I have no idea whatsoever. I thought they were working. I thought they were all working together. I thought that's the last thing that I heard.
I don't know any of the plot for this, but that's something that I feel like I've heard, or it might have been just a rumor and I just might be mixed up. More than likely or not, I'm mixed up right now. But
I did not know that there was the Justice League of anything.
Because I know the Justice League of America was supposed to be introduced in this movie as well. And I think it was those characters. I could be terribly wrong though. But anyways, what other steals do we got? Justice Society of America.
There we go.
Justice Society of America.
Justice Society of America is a Earth 2 thing. Oh. Look at my man, bro. This suit, though.
The Rock's perfect, bro. He's perfect for this role. He was born for this, and I could see it now. Um, this is back in the day, right? Like it's not Shazam's not around yet,
Yes, he is.
or the kid Shazam.
Oh. No, I don't.
This is
I
like
really
back
have
in the
no
day,
idea
right?
because I'm pretty sure this movie is taking place
Or
in the past up until right now.
yeah, I would say the first still we see actual Black Hawk helicopters or Cobras trying to shoot him. So I guess
I was like,
it
yeah,
could be
my guy.
both.
Like, let's not forget the first teaser that we saw was them
Yeah.
unearthing him present day.
um,
So it might be like present day. But I feel like we're gonna kind of get
I feel like
Eternals type
yeah,
of vibe
we're gonna
where
get both
it's
for
like
sure.
both, yeah.
Mhm. And the way Eternals did it was awesome. I actually was really,
Oh yeah,
I loved how they did that. Other movies have done that and they dropped the ball.
drop the ball, yeah.
You know, but they did it really well. Did a good job on Eternals.
Eternals was a freaking masterpiece. He looks so good in this,
Yeah.
bro.
Then we got Hawkman right in
Look
the
at my
back
man
there.
Hawk. Yeah, I was gonna say, look at my man Hawkman in the background.
Look at
I
that.
don't know if this is intimidating. This car,
This
this
looks
kind
old
of looks
school.
old school, but it looks like this might be like somewhere in Egypt that they're recently excavating though, because these look like I can't think of
Scaffoldings.
what they're scaffoldings. Thank you. Yeah, that's what these look like, a whole bunch of scaffoldings around like statues and shit like that. So I like it, man. He looks super, yo. The Rock looks so freaking good in this suit, bro. Like it's ridiculous. He literally embodies
He's
Black
shredded.
Adam perfectly, yo.
Shredded.
Look at that. Now this is back in the day,
Yeah, my man's getting about to
bro.
get
Bro. Come on,
held.
G.
What? No, I was
What?
like, he was like, what I can compare this to is like how, oh, you didn't watch Game of Thrones, huh?
Mm-mm.
Oh, when bruh got gold spilled on his head, and died.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was complaining about wanting gold, and then the dude was like, "All right, I'll give you some gold. Hold him down," and in like their language, and grab the gold. And here's your gold. Grabs a whole gold chain, boils it, and then pours it over his head,
Jesus.
and he dies. Terrible death. It was awesome.
Did
Anyway,
they show it?
oh, they did every bit of it.
Yeah. I need to watch that show.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's the next thing I'm binging.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's a good show, man. It's a really good show.
Yeah. I thought you was about to say some wild shit about what was going on right here. That's why I was trying to stop you. I was like, bro, please don't do my man The Rock like that, bro. He is not in the best position, and no, it's not. His face is not the best facial expression. But just leave him alone. Leave Johnson alone, bro. I didn't know what was gonna happen. But this is definitely back in the day, and
He's
it seems
either
like this might be
watching.
when he's about to get his powers. Like maybe like leading up to this, he's
Oh
calls
no, yeah.
Shazam for the first time
Mhm.
and goes crazy, or something along the lines of
Because
that.
this
Do
looks
you
like
think we're gonna see the same old dude
yes,
from the Shazam movies?
I think so. If they didn't,
Yeah,
I think it would mess it up.
I feel that too. That's kind of what I was thinking as well.
I think it'd mess up if they didn't do that. But this moment right here looks like they're either making him watch something that he doesn't want to watch, like someone he loves is being taken away from him, or he's about to be tortured, or it might be being tortured right now. I don't know. But I can't wait to see what The Rock can bring to this role, because we've seen him in some serious stuff, but I want to see him in like, you know, I don't know, like what's I don't know. The Rock hasn't been in a real like really real serious movie in a long time. Like he's always been in like fun, huge blockbuster movies that you know have either action, you know, stuff like that, but never
This
really
could
like
be
an intense.
that peacemaker type of role for him, for
Yeah.
us to really get to see his full-blown
Mhm.
chops, because you make a really solid point. I have not seen a serious movie with him in it, like not to like damper his amazing repertoire of movies, but everything is a family friendly or happy-go-lucky, jokey, he doesn't have to show any range with his acting. He's kind of the same person in every single movie.
Yeah.
Very similar to how Kevin Hart. Well, not Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart goes crazy.
He's actually been in some
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, Kevin Hart does his thing, but he's just been in a lot of happy-go-lucky movies lately, and I really, really want to see that darker side because Black Adam is not a pleasant person. Like if you've even seen Shazam v Superman, like or Black Adam v Superman, I think, or is it Superman v Black Adam? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I think that's what
the animated movie. It's freaking amazing, and Black Adam is not someone to play with, yo.
Mm-hmm.
So I really can't wait to see him really like embody this fully, bro. Like I'm pumped. I'm super pumped.
Yep, I agree.
Yep, but that is the last picture we have of that. So moving right along to the next thing in the docket, yo. Oh yeah, baby. We're pretty hyped about this now. Stranger Things season 4 will officially be split up into 2 separate parts, man. That's gonna be crazy. Do we know how many episodes are gonna be in both of these parts? Okay.
I don't think we know yet.
Volume 1 is gonna drop May 27th, which is like 4 days after we're gonna get the Kenobi series, and then Volume 2 is gonna be dropping July 1st, man. So this is gonna be so amazing. And with that, and with this announcement, season 5 has also been confirmed, and it will be the final season of Stranger Things, man. That is so crazy.
I'm excited for this, man. And you know what? I'm sure we'll find out because, like, with the last season, they released those trailers that literally gave us the title for every episode. And and that's how we found out how many episodes were going to be in the season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they're going to do that again, but it might be for the last season.
Did that happen already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know how many episodes are in here then.
Oh no, it was for the season. It was for season 3 when it first released. I'm pretty sure.
No, because we watched that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. We watched it, and it was for season 4, so we know.
Right. So
I just can't think of it right now.
I think it was 10. Right?
I think it was 10 as well.
So it might be 5 and 5.
I'm about to find it right now. I'm about to find it on our channel, bro, because I was like, hold up, I know.
Yeah, I think it's 5 and 5. Because we had that conversation. I forgot. It was so long ago. It feels like.
It does feel like it was mad long ago. Stranger Things title tease, because we thought it was just the title, but it was actually the title of every of every one. Let's see. I want to watch the whole video though,
because it happened so fast too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's 10 episodes. If not 10, it's 12.
Do you think that'll be 10 episodes each or 5-5?
Oh no, 5-5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling 5-5. I don't think they would go more than that, especially if they have another season. Because of the show itself, up until now, I'm pretty sure it's 10. Has been 10 episodes each season, right? Or less.
Yeah, I think so.
Like 8 to 10 episodes, I feel like each season.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So 5-5. So we have the Hellfire Club, Vecna's Curse, The Monster and the Superhero, Dear Billy, The Nina Project, and that'll be volume 1. And then volume 2, The Dive, The Massacre at Hawkins Lab, Papa, and The Piggyback. Wait, that only has 4. So it's only 5 and then 4.
Oh, okay. Or, and I don't know, maybe they might mix it up. Maybe they give us 4 and then 5, or 6 and then 4, so.
No. This is how.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the May 27th, volume 1. Like it has the dates next to it.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. So volume 1 will be the first 5, and then volume 2 will be the next 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy,
I'm okay with that.
bro.
I love.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
This show has been so awesome, man. Definitely a show that I didn't expect was going to get this far. I thought it was going to be among one of the many Netflix shows that get like kind of like a one and done.
Yeah,
Maybe a second and done. because Netflix has a lot of good shows, but they also have a lot of ones that are good, but they don't not good enough to really
They
like.
don't hit the spot.
Yeah, like not many people watch them, so they don't make another season.
I
Which
think
unfortunately,
the OA is one of those as
yeah, like
well.
I've
I've
watched a
heard
lot
a
of really
lot of
good
people
shows
talk
that
about it.
aren't going to get another season, unfortunately, and
Mhm.
it's so unfortunate. Uh, but this is awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Um,
I'm super hyped. The Stranger Things is amazing. We even talked about how we wish we hadn't seen some of the stuff that we saw
yeah,
at like from where we were at the end of Stranger Things 3 to where we are now, because some stuff got
yeah,
spoiled. And it was like, man, it would have been so good to just experience this stuff
hmm
without knowing it.
yeah,
Uh, and we just didn't get to do that.
yeah.
My man, LOV DeVito, what's up, my brother? My
How's
man
it
said, you
going?
guys are awesome. Hey, I appreciate you, my brother. You're awesome.
Real quick though, just because I don't want to split it up, probably should check this out. As that, but we have some posters for this season as well, don't we?
uh, yes, but they're not in here, brother.
Mm, that must have been one of the ones that I didn't get a chance to upload
Yes,
prior
that's
to
right.
today.
Yes,
That's right.
yes. If you can upload them right now, though, we can
I have to go
we
to
can take a look. Or are they on our page?
or on our Twitter. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Let me just do that.
yeah. Just go to Twitter. And there's 4 of them. Actually, I think there's 5. I only posted the 4. Actually, I don't even know. I think our Instagram has all of them. Our Twitter only has 3 of them. I think I could be
No, so
terribly wrong.
there's 4 on Twitter. I'm looking at
Okay,
it
we're
right
good then. We're good. We're good.
now. Okay.
I think on Instagram I posted the one, not knowing there was more than one. Uh, I think that's what happened because it wasn't until after I posted on Instagram and I was like, "Wait, what? I just found more and more posters." I was like, "What is going on?"
um, one.
But I can't wait.
Hold on, let me get these real quick. 2.
And you know what? When it comes to the show, because at first I didn't think I was gonna like it. I'm not a big fan of like old school type movies and stuff like with that the old school theme type of
Oh,
vibe, you know. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, you know. And this show definitely kind of grew on me in a way that I wasn't expecting. And I feel like it was that way for a lot of people. Like the nostalgia, definitely I think connected with a lot of people. Um, but man, season 4 is gonna be great, man.
yeah, season 4 is going to be amazing. I agree with what you're saying completely. Every season, it has found a way to kind of get us more and more invested. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like literally every season got better and better.
hmm
Um, I feel like there was some missed opportunities with the whole sister thing that had happened, if I'm not
hmm
mistaken. I feel like we didn't get to see more. Like I really wanted more of all of that, like her relationship
Yeah.
with her sister, all of that. I wanted so much more, man. I don't know
13.
why, but I really wanted that. Is that her name? 13?
I think it was 13 or 18.
Yeah, it was something like that. I can't remember which one
Yeah,
of those
it's
was,
been a
but it
while
was one of
because it's been
them.
what 2, 3 years since the last season.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Let's see. Blam. So here's our first one. This
Look at
is
that.
pretty amazing, yo. I'm loving it.
Looks like that Demogorgon that we see may have broken out
What?
at that rush, like at the end of the season 3. Didn't they have a captured Demogorgon or something like that at the same prison?
Man, I really don't know. I have to go back and watch this. I'm not
I'm
even gonna
pretty
kid.
sure they were feeding it like inmates, and
Yes,
that's where
yes.
we find out that sheriff, I can't think of his name, was alive.
Hopper.
And Hopper, maybe he breaks out, and that's why they're able to walk around the prison. And it looks like the prison was attacked.
Mm.
You know, and it also looks like that fire area. Maybe there is a ripple there where people they're getting in. Um, and it looks like those shadows over there were that red, kind of maybe foreshadowing a new creature. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that, man. Stranger Things 4 is amazing, bro. Vito says, I'm vibing. Got y'all up on the stream and eating dinner. Hope this stream has been going well for y'all.
Oh,
Yeah, man,
yes.
it's been real vibrational. We've been having a good time. And then boom, look at this. I really this.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Does it say it at the other one? Yeah, every ending has a beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that on all of these posters,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken.
With this one, I think this was going very deep into the slaughter.
Yeah.
That slaughter at the lab. You know, I think that's what this is kind of getting to. Do you think we're going to see 11 do the slaughtering, or do you think, like,
100%, yeah.
yeah, you think she killed all the kids that were there?
Yeah, I really think she did. And I think that's why she had so many issues with her memory and everything,
Mhm.
is because she kind of went PTSD with it,
Yeah.
and kind of forgot that she was the one that freaking slaughtered
Mhm.
everyone. And I think that episode is one of the last ones. Yeah, it's that's the last three of that's episode 7, the massacre at Hawkins' lab. So I'm pretty sure once we get there, we're already going to have a kind of good understanding of what's been going on. I mean, even if you think about it, they kind of have been seeding that it was her with the sneak previews that they had released for us. Remember, we watched it and we were
Yeah.
livid
We
because
were
it
like,
was
we
just
got
like
11 seconds of this.
it was like children and then a clock. And I
Yeah.
feel like that actually might be a full blown like thing that happens at the start. Like we might see those same shots,
Yeah.
and then we see her lose her shit and go
Mhm.
crazy on everyone.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay. I can feel that.
Postals, I don't even know who you are. No, I'm just playing. SpongeBob is here. SpongeBob is here. Papa, how you doing, guys? I love you guys. Yeah, we love you too.
I appreciate it,
Sponge.
man.
Much love, man. I told you I'm never gonna call you Postals, bro. Your name is Sponge forever, bro. I'm sorry. Kid Sponge, baby. What's up next? This I like this one. This one is one of the
Ooh.
like best ones to me because it
Yeah.
really gets that feel, man. You know what I mean? This poster to me like embodies Stranger Things. Like, I don't know why, but that's just the feeling that I get when I look at it. It's like,
Mhm.
yo, this is Stranger Things 100%.
Yeah, I'm loving this vibe, man. I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the color scheme. It feels like this movie is going to be the darkest of the 3 seasons we have so far.
Yeah, because last season was definitely dark.
Very grim. Very grim.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Big Brother Billy, right? Was that his name?
Yeah,
It
Billy.
got real dark.
And we're gonna see we have an episode 4 titled Dear Billy. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see
We
a
might be back.
lot of intensity in this
Yeah.
season, yo.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Max to kind of get the love that she needs and
Mhm.
like see how she's really gonna be because of what happened with her brother, yo.
Mhm.
Like like it's crazy. One of the biggest things that I love about Stranger Things is the way that they can embody the Goonies feeling, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But with such a supernatural vibe to it
Mhm.
though, like, and give it a complete like head spin. I love it, yo.
Yep.
And here's I believe this is the last one. And this looks like,
Man, Hawkins just can't catch a break, but
yeah.
they about to go through another city destruction
Oh, these are all
event.
the older ones, the older kids, I think.
Older kids. Oh, you're right. I think you're right. Yep.
I'm not sure who this one is with the long hair, to be completely honest, but I'm pretty sure everyone else are the other kids.
Okay. Yeah, these
Is there
posters
another
are
one?
awesome, man.
That's it.
And I think every story, every ending has a big.
You got to get in front of your mic.
I think that every ending has a beginning thing. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I agree.
So
I
I
agree so much, bro. Because yeah, bro, man. I know this season is gonna be wild, bro. Like, by the time this comes out, we should probably already have all of our group watch party stuff ironed out for you guys to be able to watch it with us if you're in our Discord, because we use Teleparty and it's a Discord, it's a computer browser thing. So hopefully we can have everyone be able to get all synced up and vibey, man, because this is gonna be a wonderful time, bro. Like
Oh
I
yes.
can feel it in my toes.
Oh yes, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time. But
100%.
coming up next, however,
Oh yeah,
we
is
got
this me or is this you? No, this is you.
Megamind is getting a sequel, and it's gonna be
Oh,
released
it's a sequel?
on Peacock. Yes, I think it's a
I didn't
sequel.
know it was a sequel. I thought it was a show.
I'm sorry, sequel series.
Okay. I was like, I thought it was a whole. I was
Yeah.
like, what is a whole movie? Give it to
Yes.
me.
Megamind
Or-
was awesome, dude. I was blown away by that movie. And I think it's by the same creators of Shrek and uh
Oh yeah, that is DreamWorks, huh? Monsters versus
Monsters
Aliens.
vs.
All of
Aliens. Yes.
yeah.
That movie was awesome, dude. I love that movie.
Yes,
The game was actually really fun for
yeah,
that movie
it
as well.
was.
But it's been such a long time.
Mm.
What Megamind was like, oh, he wants to be a villain, right? The best one.
Megamind was a Megamind is the Joker, basically.
Mm-hmm.
To what was his name? Utopia or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
or Manhattan, something like that. Mr.
Yeah.
Manhattan. I don't know what his name was, but he was the Superman type of dude. And then no, not Joker. Megamind is the Lex Luthor type of guy in the thing. So he's Lex Luthor, and then the other
Yeah.
dude is Superman. But then what ends up happening is that Megamind is not really wanting to be a villain anymore. So then he turns and then he becomes more of a superhero. He tries to make his own superhero, but the superhero that he makes ends up being the villain, and he's played by Jonah Hill. And the dude actually looks like Jonah Hill too. So I thought that was freaking hilarious in this movie. I was rolling, bro. But yeah. So yeah, bro, I'm pumped.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait. But what do we got up next, man? I believe
real quick, King says, had to bail for a bit. Did I miss the Black Adam talk yet? Yes, sir,
yes.
you did. You did indeed. We was looking at the stills, all that good stuff, man. It was yeah, bro.
Yes.
We were talking about that one for a little while. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Black Adam is gonna be, for me, I feel like it's gonna be as good, if not on par with what Peacemaker did.
Yeah. And
But
speaking of Peacemaker, that goes into our second our last thing on the docket, and we can continue this conversation. Season 2 of Peacemaker is officially happening, bro, and I am ecstatic about that. But continue your thought with Black Adam and Peacemaker vibes.
I feel like Black Adam's going to be what Peacemaker did for John Cena. And it proved to us that John Cena is no joke, right? It proved that everyone that was a part of that show was no joke. The character development that we saw was beyond anything I'd ever seen in the comic book related like movie or show. Yeah. And I think Black Adam's going to do that. Sorry. Yes, and
Daredevil 100% is better than Peacemaker.
And Black Adam is going to do the same thing for The Rock. At least I hope so. If not, it's all WB and DC's WB's fault for probably nettling and stuff that they had no business like getting into. But I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful time to be able to see The Rock really be able to embody that and be able to flex his acting muscles and not just be that happy-go-lucky person like we were talking about earlier. And as far as Peacekeeper season 2, man, I think that's gonna be amazing. I mean, we know for sure that Peacekeeper is gonna be dealing with everything that was going on with his dad. You know, not to drop too many spoilers if you guys haven't seen it, but you know, we know it's going to be, you know, continuing with all of that with his dad. We know Harcourt and him. It's definitely going to be popping off with those vibes. We know Argus is going to be more. I'm pretty sure Argus is going to be more prevalent in the next season of everything that's going on with Adebayo's choice within the last episode of Peacekeeper or Peacemaker. I keep saying Peacekeeper because I'm dead ass thinking about playing Apex. But yeah, man, and I feel like that's just going to continue those type of vibes, and it's really going to get us in there and feeling the feels that we feel. You know what I mean? Because Peacekeeper really did a fantastic job of singling out each character and giving them a story and making you feel, I mean, all the way down to my man Diebeard. I can't think of his name. I know it's so bad to call him Diebeard now after what we just saw within the last episode, but what's his name?
Economo.
Economo. Economo, with everything Economo was going on and all that character development, I think it's just beautiful. King said, don't get me wrong, I am a hardcore Rock fan, been so since wrestling, but he is so popular by now. Anything I see him in, he is just the Rock for me. I know I'm in the minority, but oh well. I don't think you're in the minority at all.
This is the conversation we had.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said, King, was he's the Rock in everything, and we're really hoping that we don't get that same vibe from him. Like, we don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want the Rock. We don't want that Rock. We just don't want that.
He's so big.
We want Dwayne Johnson now. Like, that's where we're at, and that's where he's at in his career as well, is that he doesn't need to be the Rock anymore. He needs to start being Dwayne Johnson and being in these movies and getting these roles where he can be a more serious character, because we can I feel like we all see that it's really easy for him to take over a role or whatever it may be. So we would like to see him do that in a better way.
Yeah.
And real quick, King says, I hope it doesn't hurt the character of Black Adam. And I believe that's probably going to go into what you were going to say, right, Bat?
Yeah, and this is something we talked about as well. Kevin Hart, for example.
Yeah.
A lot of comedic movies. And it wasn't until recently where you started seeing him in more serious roles that kind of separate him from the old Kevin Hart to the new Kevin Hart. And hopefully this movie allows The Rock to kind of distinguish himself from the Rock and Dwayne Johnson, if that makes sense. Like, I want to see more emotions, more I guess I don't want to say acting, but acting from The Rock outside of, like you're saying, King, the wrestling. What's the term? The wrestling manifesto. I don't know what.
Persona.
The wrestling persona. Because all the movies he's made, like, he's made so many good movies, but like they're all
the same
action. Rate like fast, nothing like serious.
DeVito makes a good point here on your point of that seriousness, because I completely forgot about this. We need to see him like how he was as Spence in Ballers. I never watched Ballers, but I heard that The Rock was decent in that, because I think that was his show on Stars.
It was Stars. I think it was HBO or Stars.
I don't think it was HBO, but it could have been HBO Max.
Because Stars has Power.
Stars has Power, and I'm pretty sure it was like Power and Ballers. It was they were like promoting both of them at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be. But DeVito, we never saw. I don't think either of us have seen Spence.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I've only seen
a serious character in there. Did he have was he good with his acting? Was all of that was that good? And what were you about to say, Battery? You've only seen what?
I've seen a couple clips of The Rock in there, and it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense.
Okay.
But I haven't watched it, so I don't know what type of character he's like at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know either. Vito says it was a very dark character at the end, and it was on HBO. Okay. King says Gridiron Gang. I think it was where he was a football coach. He did good. Yeah, that's true. He did do good in Gridiron Gang, but I mean, once again, he really just played himself though. Like in the Gridiron Gang, he just kind of played a little more serious role of him being him though. That was like
Like, he has,
real life him versus the wrestler him, I guess you could say. So he still wasn't really acting like he
I
was
feel like
that was Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You know what I mean? Like
I
we
feel like
got the
he hasn't
Rock.
really been in a role where he really kind of stood out. If
Mm,
that makes sense. At least for me, that's how I feel. Not saying that I don't like his stuff because I love his stuff,
yeah.
but just from a big picture standpoint, I just feel like he hasn't really stood out amongst some of the other like actors in the space.
Mm.
But I don't
I
know.
mean,
We'll see. Maybe Black Adam will change that for us. You know.
yeah. I'm hoping it does.
But that right there about wraps up our docket for the evening.
Yep.
Before we head out, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marbles23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel where we post all of our content and much more.
That is right. And then last but not least, Vito says, I think this is the role that he establishes
Yep.
his identity for real, because of how he was in Ballers. And I hope you're right. I'm pretty sure we both hope you're right. I'm pretty sure all of us are hoping for the best when it comes to Black Adam. And with all that being said, if you have anything else that you guys would like us to check out or react to, you can drop that in the comments down below for sure. And you got to make sure that you check us out at our website at www.marvelbros.com, where you can purchase Marvel Bros merchandise or donate to us to help everything that we do here for you guys. And you can also check out our Discord in the top right-hand corner, if you're on the desktop, that is, of our Discord, of our website, where you'll be able to join our Discord to stay up to date with all of our latest content and discussions, yo. We are always talking in our Discord. And if we're not talking in our Discord, you can say something and you will get response pretty quick from somebody. If it's not me, it'll be Battery. If it's not Battery, it'll be someone. Someone is always talking in there about something.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, if you haven't seen the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness concept art for Professor X, go jump in the Discord. Go to the Doctor Strange 2 spoilers section and check it out. It'll be right there. Thank you guys for tuning in with us on another amazing episode of Marvel Bros. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Oh, yes.
Excelsior. Marvel Bros. Pop Culture News Updates are now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also watch Marvel Bros. Live every Sunday on Facebook.com, or you can watch them on YouTube, where we upload regularly. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Marvel Bros 23 to keep up with all things Marvel and everything pop culture.